Depreciation is the invisible thief that destroys wealth when you buy a new car. The wealthy see it as a financial weapon, never pointed at themselves. Every dollar lost could have been invested and grown. A new luxury car loses value the moment you drive it off the lot. Millionaires avoid this trap, focusing on opportunity cost, not just monthly payments. The BMW 7 Series is a symbol of luxury and status, until you see the numbers. Buy it new, and you lose over $60,000 in just 3 years. The smart move? Let someone else take that hit, then buy nearly new for half the price. Millionaires know, invest in assets, not in fleeting status. That's how wealth is built. For the wealthy, every dollar has a job, either working to make more money, or being spent. A car is rarely an investment, it's a tool, not a wealth builder. Think of your net worth as an army. Every dollar is a soldier. That's why millionaires often drive modest cars. They're maximizing their army, not wasting soldiers on depreciation. The goal isn't the car, it's financial freedom, allocating capital for growth, not status. Stealth wealth is the art of being rich without looking rich. The ultra-wealthy know that driving a flashy car attracts attention, risks, and assumptions. A modest car is the ultimate camouflage, preserving privacy, security, and peace of mind. True wealth is quiet confidence. I have nothing to prove to you. Some of the world's richest people drive surprisingly modest cars. Warren Buffett, worth billions, drove a discounted Cadillac XTS for years. Mark Zuckerberg chose an Acura TSX and Volkswagen Golf GTI. Even Elon Musk once drove practical cars before Tesla's rise. For these billionaires, a car is just a tool, not a status symbol. True wealth speaks quietly. The stealth wealth philosophy is fundamentally about problem avoidance. A flashy car is a magnet for complications. Imagine you're in a minor fender bender. If you're driving a $20,000 Honda, it's often a simple exchange of insurance information. If you're driving a $300,000 Ferrari, that same minor incident can escalate into a nightmare of inflated claims, specialized repair shops, and potential lawsuits, all because the other party sees dollar signs. The wealthy understand that minimizing life's friction is a key to happiness, and a flashy car is a major source of friction. This extends to your professional life as well. If you're a salesperson trying to close a deal, pulling up in a car that's more expensive than your client's might create an immediate subconscious barrier. It can come across as arrogant or create a sense of inequality that undermines trust. However, arriving in a clean, reliable but modest car makes you relatable. It signals that you are practical, grounded, and focused on providing value, not on showing off. It removes a potential obstacle before the conversation even begins. Furthermore, consider the social dynamics within your own circle. Driving an outrageously expensive car can create jealousy and resentment, even among friends and family. It can change the dynamic of relationships and make people treat you differently. The constant need to manage those perceptions, to downplay your success to make others feel comfortable, is exhausting. A simple, unassuming car allows you to maintain more authentic and grounded relationships, where you are valued for who you are, not for what you have. It's a social lubricant that costs nothing. In essence, the wealthy recognize that a flashy car buys you a very specific and often negative type of attention. It buys you the envy of strangers, the solicitation of acquaintances, and the complication of everyday life. What it doesn't buy you is genuine respect, peace of mind, or financial security. By opting for a cheap car, they are making a strategic trade. They are trading the fleeting ego boost of turning heads for the lasting, invaluable benefits of privacy, security, and simplicity. It's a trade that the financially savvy will make every single time. Here's what sets the wealthy apart: opportunity cost. Every dollar isn't just money, it's a soldier, ready to work for you. Millionaires see spending on things that lose value, like luxury cars, as sending those soldiers on a suicide mission. Instead, they ask, what if I invest that money? Over time, thanks to compound interest, that choice can build real wealth. That's the math millionaires live by. Let's follow that $35,000. Invested at 8%, it grows to over $75,000 in 10 years, without adding a penny. In 20 years, it's $163,000. After 30 years, over $350,000. That's the true cost of a flashy car. Not just the sticker price, but the future wealth you give up. The snowball effect rewards patience. Choose wisely. For the wealthy, buying a car isn't just about the sticker price. They consider every cost: insurance, maintenance, repairs, and the opportunity cost of money spent. Over decades, these small expenses can add up to hundreds of thousands lost. That's why millionaires see flashy cars as anchors, not assets. They choose affordable cars to buy financial freedom, not just transportation. Millionaires don't buy Lamborghinis to impress strangers at stoplights, they care about status, but in a different currency, private recognition from their peers. The ultra-wealthy play a different game. Their trophies are rare art, vintage watches or collectibles, seen only by a select few. True status isn't broadcast, it's quietly displayed in their invisible trophy rooms. The velvet rope economy isn't about owning things, it's about access. The real luxury is being allowed into exclusive clubs and private events, where the guest list is more valuable than any car or watch. Membership means proximity to power, influence, and opportunity. A status invisible to outsiders but priceless to those inside. It's not about what you own. It's about where you belong. The wealthiest don't just buy status, they build it for generations. Instead of fleeting luxuries, they invest in universities, hospitals, and foundations that bear their names. Their legacy becomes a permanent fixture in the community, a testament to their impact. Think Carnegie, Rockefeller, Getty. Their true status is immortalized in what they built, not what they bought. That's the ultimate power move. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But Graham, I see wealthy people with supercars on YouTube all the time. What about the guy with a garage full of Bugattis and Koenigsegg's? And you're absolutely right, there are definitely wealthy individuals who own incredibly expensive cars. But here's the critical distinction that changes everything. They are often not buying them as transportation or as a status symbol in the way most people think. They're buying them as collectors, with the mindset of an investor or a curator. This is the exception that proves the rule, because their motivation is entirely different. When a true car collector, who happens to be a millionaire, buys a rare, limited edition Ferrari, they're not thinking about their daily commute. They're thinking about production numbers, historical significance, provenance, and future value. They approach the purchase with the same level of due diligence as they would when buying a company or a piece of real estate. They understand that certain cars, under the right conditions, are not depreciating liabilities but appreciating assets. They're not buying a car, they're acquiring a piece of automotive history that they can, in many cases, sell for a profit down the line. This isn't an emotional purchase made to impress others, it's a calculated financial decision. These collectors might buy a multi-million-dollar McLaren F1, knowing that its rarity and iconic status will likely cause its value to continue to skyrocket. They'll keep it in a climate-controlled garage, drive it sparingly to preserve its mileage and condition, and treat it with the care of a museum piece. The car is part of a diversified portfolio, sitting right alongside their stocks, bonds, and real estate. It's an asset class, not just a vehicle. For every one of these collectors, there are 100 others driving a Camry. This is a world away from the person who stretches their budget to lease the newest AMG so they can feel successful. The collector isn't deriving their self-worth from the car. Their self-worth is already established. The car is simply an extension of their passion for engineering, design, and history, combined with a savvy investment strategy. They're buying with knowledge and intention, not with emotion and insecurity. This distinction is absolutely crucial. They are masters of the asset, not servants to the payment. For another subset of wealthy car owners, the expensive vehicles are not just a passion, they are an integral part of their business. Think about the massive YouTubers, social media influencers, and entrepreneurs in the automotive space. For them, a garage full of supercars is not a personal expense, it's a business expense. It's the cost of doing business, the equivalent of a film studio buying cameras or a bakery buying ovens. The cars are the stars of the show, the assets that generate revenue through views, sponsorships, and merchandise. They are tools of the trade. When an automotive influencer buys the latest Lamborghini, they aren't just buying a car, they are buying a series of 20 videos, 100 social media posts, and a major marketing event for their brand. The cost of the car is amortized over the content it produces. The depreciation is offset by the ad revenue and brand deals it generates. In this context, the car is an investment in their media empire. It's a calculated risk designed to yield a financial return, just like any other business decision. It looks like a lifestyle, but underneath, it's a spreadsheet. These individuals are essentially running media companies, where the cars are the talent. They understand the numbers inside and out. They know exactly how many views they need to break, even on the monthly payment, insurance, and maintenance. They're leveraging the public's fascination with expensive cars to build a profitable